I mean, I think that's the result everybody wanted, right?
Yeah, that's the result I wanted.
It's pretty much what everybody wanted. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it though, and it is pretty much like basically worst case scenario. Like it's like the worst possible thing that could have happened, like short of, like people dying or something. But like as far as what could happen in a fight with this fight, it's like this is like the worst possible outcome.
Yup. Uh, yeah, there's one word to describe this whole thing, and it's fuck.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I was talking to my wife about it and she was like, or I was saying like this is worse than if it was canceled like right before. Like if it was like if they canceled it when the fight was about to start, like the Paddy Pimblett fight started and then it ended and then they cancel the McGregor fight right after. And I was like, this is worse than that. And she was like, why? Why would it be worse? So I was like trying to think about like, okay, yeah, why would it be worse? And I was like, I think it's because the whole time, like for this whole fight, it was set up, like everybody was doubting it in the first place, just like the Chandler fight. Like nobody thought it was gonna happen anyway. So like when they announced it, people were like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it kind of thing. And then it kept going and going and going, and then it's like happening, and then everybody's like, okay, I guess I can like actually accept that it's gonna happen now. It is happening. They're right there. And then that happens in like the first few seconds. So it's
Bruh.
like it would have been better if they just rug pulled us right before rather than like right after the actual fight starts.
I think I would have been more pissed if they did that. If something happened before.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll be more mad, but this is more like just like a bummer.
Yeah, that was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, fuck. I mean, not. I mean, you want to talk about the fight, but yeah, it wasn't a fight.
The non-fight.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, so
Yeah.
so trippy thinking about the situation because it is such a unique one. Like,
Yeah.
firstly, anytime Connor fights, it's an extremely unique event,
Yeah.
and so on top of that, like this happening in his return fight after 5 years, it's like, yeah, yeah, pretty shady. But yeah, the whole
Have you
thing was
oh
interesting.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, I've thought a lot about it the past day, the past 24 hours, and like, yeah, just what a trippy situation. Like, there's no reference for this.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you had said yesterday that you would say that this is the most disappointing uh event happening, like something happening
Um
in a
Maybe
UFC.
main event, yeah, like it's the most disappointing result of a
Mm,
fight.
mm, 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 mm. Yeah,
That's probably even possible.
yeah, yeah. I
But
mean,
adding all the stuff on top of it, the stakes, the comeback, it's Conor McGregor, like all of those things adding all up with each other, it just like makes it even more like devastating.
yeah. No, it's like, yeah, it's definitely up there for me personally too. But then, yeah. So I've been thinking about it. Like, I think there's a distinction for me personally. Like, I can totally probably agree that this is the most disappointing thing to like outcome to have in especially main event, but like
Yeah.
even like kind of just like a general card or just in MMA
Yeah, I
history,
mean
I
just
guess.
in a fight, like this is the worst, like the least desirable outcome
It's the most, yeah,
possible.
yeah, and the significance of the whole thing kind of adds to that. Like when I think about it, but then like on the personal note, like as like so instead of disappointing, I think of like I'm sorry, I'm instead of like I'm thinking about this as very anticlimactic. Like,
Yeah.
I would feel comfortable saying that I think this is the most anticlimactic thing that's ever happened in MMA that I've seen. But
Hmm.
personally, disappointing.
Hmm.
Personally, like disappointed wise, I remember feelings of being more disappointed after things have happened in a fight or event.
Mm.
Um,
Such as.
one that popped to mind was Fedor versus Minotauro Nogueira 2, where it
Hmm.
was in Pride and they had the first fight, Fedor won,
Yeah.
and then the second fight ended in a clash of heads, so Fedor was cut
Hmm.
and they called the fight, and I was
Yeah.
I was more invested in that fight than this one, and I
Mm.
remember after that. happening, I was like, fuck. This is
Yeah.
more just kind of like, ah, fuck, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking about that too. It's like because it happened right away, we didn't get to see them fight at all. So like
Yeah.
say they had one round and then this happened at the beginning of the second round. I feel like this is more disappointing because then you would at least get to see like a round of them fight.
Yeah.
You get to at least see Connor move around and like how they interact and like you would get to see something.
Yeah.
And it's just like we got to see nothing.
Nothing. Man, from the very first thing that happened in that fight, it was done pretty much, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
wanted to see like a round, you know?
Yeah. At
Just
least
a
something.
chaotic round of firefights between the two of those guys, and like the questions of like, oh, what if Connor lands a couple heavy ones on Max's chin, and then the question of like, how does he look at the beginning of round two, and then obviously the subsequent rounds after that. Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like that was kind of the general consensus is like if Max can withstand the first few rounds, then he'll be able to like the longer the fight goes on, the bigger of a advantage Max has. And if Connor's gonna do anything, he has to do it within the first couple rounds.
yeah,
So I just expected, yeah, the first I thought he was gonna come out hot, but not just like a fucking jumping switch kick or whatever the hell that was.
yeah.
And it's just like the goofy landing. And did you see any of like the all the conspiracy theories and stuff?
What, like the footage before where you see his leg?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because there's stuff about him, like he was injured before, kind of thing. But then there's like actual theories about like that I've read that are they're just on social media because so I don't know. It could just be like one fucking person, but it's like stuff like well they were like hemorrhaging money from the UFC White House card, so they just like got Connor to just do this fight knowing that he couldn't do it, and this was always part of the plan, just so they could make all this money. But I just like I wouldn't think any of that shit would be true at all. But
Yeah,
it's just like a whole thing like they just used Connor to do that, and Connor knew he wasn't really gonna fight, but they just did it anyway to like so this was like always planned to be part of the result where he doesn't actually have to fight. And then people are saying like maybe he can get out of his contract because he had this fight and then he has one more fight on his contract. So maybe if he does this, then they'll just like release him from his contract,
hmm.
and then he gets to do whatever he wants and he doesn't have to be part of the UFC anymore or whatever. But yeah, I mean I don't think any of that shit's true,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was just wondering if you saw any of that stuff.
No, man, they go deep with that shit, huh?
Well, people just try to like they just want to make sense of it. Like
Yeah,
it can't just be that Connor happened to throw a kick and hurt his knee and ruined everybody's night. Like that can't be
right,
it. It has to be something crazier.
right.
But I just think about it like I don't know, yeah, he just stepped weird. He's 37 and
Been out of the game 5 years. Probably had a fucking huge adrenaline dump.
yeah. But there's people like breaking down all like the footage from before and like the walkout and saying like you can see on his face he's like super nervous, like he's not all amped up and like ready. But it's like, yeah, but why can't he just be nervous? He hasn't fought in 5 years. Like
Yeah,
he can just be nervous. It doesn't have to be this other thing,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's so trippy. A lot of times I'll think that when I see those kinds of takes, like I'll be like, I didn't see that at all. Like he seemed
Yeah.
fine. He seemed fine on the walkout to me. Like it did seem a little different. Like he seemed a little more what's the word? Like
Reserved.
reserved, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
he just wasn't as brash. He was doing it in the interviews and he did it during the weigh-ins and stuff. Um, and then yeah, I don't know. He just came out with a mohawk. I was like, whoa,
Yeah, that's
okay,
funny. Trying to harken back to the 2014 Connor.
yeah. I was like, all right, bro, whatever,
Yeah.
do you?
And one of the interesting aspects of the whole thing too that kind of popped in my head immediately was the like the fallout of it and the psychological aspect of it. Like obviously with Connor, but with Max too. Because for us as fans, like we don't need to deal with that bullshit. Like we just watch the fights and like, oh, that's fucking lame that happened, and like, yeah, that's fine that we think that, but I mean, we don't have to live with that for the rest of our lives, you know. that huge moment that all the haters are gonna be making fun of. Even the people who love Connor are gonna be like, "Fuck, that sucks," you know. And
Yeah.
I mean, he's a wild guy. Like, I think wild people like kind of inherently have lower levels of self control.
Well, yeah, I mean they like just gotta do wild shit.
Yeah, so it's like, fuck. I was started thinking like, I hope he doesn't start partying like crazy again, and like
Yeah.
thinking about the
That's like
likelihood of yeah.
Dominic Cruz was saying that kind of thing where
Mm-mm.
because he was saying that he's felt like that, but he
Yeah.
was talking about like he's had this whole kind of, like resurgence of God and all this stuff, and he's trying to be better and do better and all that kind of stuff. So he's worried that because this happened, it's like he'll just go back to like, the debauchery type of stuff. Like, what's the point of even doing this? And it's like God's really testing him now and all that stuff. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I hope he stays good and doesn't freaking get into a whole bunch of shit again.
Yeah, I know. And but then I was thinking about the likelihood of that happening. I think it's pretty high, bruh. Like, fuck. He's a fighter, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna
I
expect him to
mean,
just be like fine with that happening and like
yeah,
the
and it's
yeah.
like he definitely was doing it, like to prove something to himself and like to show the world and all that kind of stuff. Like, I still got it, and obviously he like wants to compete. That's like his whole thing is being super competitive, and he wants to be the best.
Yeah, and
So
regarding
for it
that,
to end like that is awful. And like we were talking about it yesterday, where it's like no one, as disappointed as we are, bro, nobody is more disappointed than Conor McGregor, bro. I'm sure he's like suffering right now. Like
yeah,
he's in. I mean, he tweeted about it
yeah,
and
I saw
said
that
like
one.
I can only describe it as hell or something like
Yeah.
that. And it's like, yeah, bro, I believe you.
Hmm.
It sucks.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, Connor's obviously the one that's feeling it the most. The guy that's feeling it the second most is Max Holloway. Like,
It's me. No, no.
but yeah, like people have touched on it already, and I was thinking about it. Like, bruh, to put in all that time and energy into like this one specific moment in time where this thing is gonna happen, and you're devoting all this time in your life, like, um, and then for it to be like, yeah, just kind of rug pulled, and then
Yeah,
to not be able to express that pent up energy, and you've been working on
yeah.
shit,
Like show what I've been doing,
and like
and
he probably knew he was gonna drown him. Like I thought that was gonna happen.
yeah. I mean, I bet he wanted to show everybody like, wow, watch this shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like fuck, and then it's like, bruh, because he's not gonna get another fight booked next week. It's gonna be like at least what 3 months down the road maybe. So it's like
Yeah, at least.
by the time he gets to that next point, all that pent up energy is gonna be dissipated, and he has to build that shit back up again and build that momentum again. It's like, bruh, that shit is
Yeah.
fucking exhausting.
It must be. I mean, do you like? Are you down to see a third fight?
I don't want to, honestly.
You don't want to.
I
Not even
oh
like you don't care either
no, I'll
way.
say I don't care. Or I would like, yeah. I just, yeah, I would kind of like to
Like,
not.
okay, like let's say it's released like Connor, like it's not even that bad of an injury. He just has to do PT, nothing's torn, and he'll be like back to 100% in like 8 weeks.
Well, then
And
I would
then
feel
like, would you be like, okay, and then they're gonna book a fight in like 3 months?
then that changes things. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm down for it. But
But
then
if you
like,
have to wait like a year or more, you're just kind of like, whatever.
well, the reason I would feel like okay is that that's like a completely different scenario that then is gonna play out.
Yeah,
Because it's gonna be that like he's just gonna be out. Well, he's probably done, like everybody's saying.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't
It's
know.
crazy though, because the injury is not the same leg too.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah. So like a lot of people were just like, see, he broke his leg again. But it's like, yeah, it's a different leg.
yeah.
It's a different injury. It's not like a re-injury of that leg.
Hmm. Yeah, and like other people are saying too, like one of the kind of interesting things about it was that the rest of the card was pretty monstrous. Honestly, like
Bro, the card was so good. I was gonna ask if you wanted to like talk about the rest of the card.
let's do it.
Because yeah, the card is really, really good. I was thinking about it's like the opposite of another card that happened kind of recently. I want to say it's like an Islam card where like the whole card was like boring, and then the last fight, I don't know if it was the JDM fight where it was like actually exciting, but there was like a card recently, and I don't really remember what it was. But I was just thinking like this was like the opposite of that, where like pretty much the whole card was mean, and then the main event sucked.
Yeah, it's funny. During the card, like maybe midway through the main card yesterday, I was thinking like, bro, we're getting so spoiled with the White House just happening and all those fights being knockouts, and then fucking this card yesterday was a monster card. I was
Yeah,
just
very
thinking
good.
that like in the middle of the main card, and then the
Mm.
main event happened. It was like, oh well, that's a bummer.
Bro, this card had 14 fights.
Wow,
It's fucking choke.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's kind of weird because the early prelims
Yep.
had more fights than the prelims.
Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, there's 5 on here.
So there were 14 fights and 3 decisions. And the rest were finishes.
Nice. Did you
Pretty
see?
dope.
Did you watch all the fights?
I watched everything, yeah.
Nice. I watched most of them and then saw the finishes on the ones that were finishes.
Well, it's cool now because like Paramount Plus, they do a thing where basically like you can, they have it broken up by fight. But if you just pick the first fight, it'll run like episodes.
Oh
So
wow.
it'll just play every fight in a row, but with everything cut out, and it's
Yeah.
just a fight.
Wow, that's cool.
So if you do that, you can kind of get through the whole card in like less than 2 hours.
Wow.
I mean,
That's cool.
obviously depending on how the fights go, but
Yeah.
there are a lot of finishes. So like it was maybe like probably less than 3 hours, I would say. It just
Nice.
depends like, again, but it's pretty cool. But then I guess people are complaining that you can't watch the whole card,
Yeah.
like but I think they're gonna start releasing it, or maybe they already did start releasing it. It just comes out later, where it's like the full broadcast.
Yeah, I saw Dana White talking about that in the post fight. He was saying that
Yeah,
yeah,
in the
he's
press
getting
conference.
yeah, that he's getting like asked about it all the time and his kids are badgering him about
He
it, but
said he gets it every day at his
yeah,
house.
yeah. But he said they're working on it.
Did you hear the Did you hear the thing he said about how they can't like get celebrities' names right?
I saw something about or I heard him say that, but I don't know what that's about.
So what I think he's talking about is just when they show, people who are there. And I guess a lot of the times they show the people, the names are wrong. And he's just saying that they're the worst at that in all of professional sports. And you can tell it's like he's actually irritated about it because he says like I was just fucking yelling at everybody about this and like we suck at it. We can make these crazy cards at the White House and at the Sphere. We can't fucking do this. He's just like pissed off. It was super funny.
I
But he's
just
just
I
like,
just remembered that it was I think Shakur Stevenson
oh,
and
okay.
then it was it a basketball player's name or something or a football player's name? But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He says the exact thing, but he was just saying like it happens all the time and it like pisses him
that's
off.
so funny. Yeah, he
But
must
yeah, I
just be like, "Come
mean,
on,
we can talk about Patty the Batty.
let's do it."
Are you a
Okay,
fan?
let's I'm just like well, kind of whatever. Like he's fine to me. I
I
get
like him a lot.
I get that he has a huge fan base. I get that he's a super fun character. It's just yeah, I guess not my thing.
I
And
mean,
he's a fucking monster fighter, obviously.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I mean, he's very good, but I think he's gotten way better in like the past few fights. Like especially when he first started in the UFC, it was like he's pretty reckless and
yeah.
he was just more cocky. And I think he's more likable now, and he's always had like his kind of base fan base. But I think he's gained like a lot of new fans, especially like after the Michael Chandler fight. I think was super crazy, and then I feel like his stock only went up when he fought Justin Gaethje too.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we saw was it the fuck, what was the main event? We went to UFC at the T-Mobile like 2 years ago and I think
Yeah,
he was like third fight down from the main event and I was tripping out. He walked in the Octagon and bruh, he's fucking huge for
yeah, he's
155.
huge.
I
I
was
was kind of like
tripping like
don't think about it, but yeah, he's fucking really big. He's a
massive,
huge
yeah.
lightweight.
That's one thing about watching it live is like, bruh, we saw Stipe walk out. He got in the cage like, bruh, that guy is fucking huge.
Yeah, imagine just seeing like I don't know, yeah, like John Jones or like fucking Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
Must be crazy.
Yeah, it's one thing to see him on screen, but bruh, seeing him in person is just like, bro.
Yeah. Like, oh, you would just stomp me.
Yeah, like you are of the warrior class.
Did you have any like prediction for Benoit Saint-Denis and
I picked
Paddy
Patty.
Pimblett?
I picked Patty, but I was like thinking that Benoit had a pretty good chance, but obviously not.
Yeah, that was crazy. A super fast finish. And it was like, I'm not, I don't know the most about jujitsu, but when he got him like locked up, I was like, okay, that seems like it's
It
done.
looks
Like,
bad, yeah.
yeah, I was like, I mean, I have a vague understanding of how it works. I don't know,
Yeah.
but just from like a casual person watching, I was like, he's completely fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm the same,
he's
like
done.
yeah. Like I don't know the intricacies of jiu-jitsu either, but then just from pattern recognition from having watching so many fights and what a finishing sequence in a submission looks like. Yeah, once you see like the arms go a certain way and you see the other person's body go a certain way, like that looks pretty close to finish. And
Yeah.
then he wrapped the legs around on the back and then
Oh, it was nuts. Yeah, the way he rolled
yeah,
over
and then
too,
yeah,
and it
when
just kept
Benoit
getting
rolled
like more
over,
and more leverage on
when
him.
he
That
rolled
was
over and like his arm was
sick.
kind of there, I was like, yeah, he's fucking sleeping. And then I forget who the ref was, but he lifted his
Yeah,
arm up and it felt like, yep, he's asleep.
crazy.
That was nuts.
That fight was shorter than the Conor fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just thought that was funny because it was 52 seconds, and the Conor fight, even though it happened right away, they kept going for like a little over a minute.
Yeah. What a
But yeah,
shit.
52-second submission is crazy,
That
bro.
is pretty
So like,
wild.
usually they have to like work for it. He just like walked right into it, and
Yeah.
he called that that's what he thinks is gonna happen.
Yeah, he was
He
right on
said
it
that
that
he
one.
thinks he's gonna walk into a submission.
Yep. Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know. Who does Patty fight next?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I mean, he just fought Gaethje, so I don't know, but I think you make Justin fight Armin, and then oh shit,
Sorry,
are
sorry.
you muted?
No, 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 no.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry. I think you make Justin fight Armin, and Patty fight Ilya,
that's the one.
and then the two winners will fight
Yeah.
for the championship. Obviously,
Yeah, I think it's a perfect time for that fight.
yeah, I think that would be mean.
As a Ilya fan, I don't think it's the perfect time for that fight, but it is the perfect time.
I was thinking about that too, just like how big Patty is and how not big Ilya is, and
Yeah.
like obviously I think Ilya has better striking and stuff, but bro, I feel like Patty could probably bully him, but I don't
Yeah, he might
know.
be able to.
I
Yeah.
think the difference in size is gonna be pretty stark.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The more time goes on, the more I wish Ilya could just make 145 forever, but
Yeah, he'd be he was the man at there. I mean, it's sick what he did to Oliveira.
oh yeah.
I guess that's possible too. Oliveira versus Patty.
Mm. Oh, that's actually a fun fight.
I mean, you could do Max versus Patty.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, for me, I would like to see Armin fight Justin. I think that's just like the right thing to do. Like
Yep.
he deserves it.
Hmm.
And I just think Ilya and Patty would be like a big fight.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm down to watch it because I like both of them. And they don't like each other and they have history, so I'm
Yeah.
down to watch that.
With the current top of the 155 division, it's a really interesting time in that there's we still got like three or four of the old school, what would be considered kind of the older guys at this point, the Gaethjes, the Oliveras, and then we got like the new crop, the um Armands, the Ilias, you know, and then fucking sooner than later, the older crop is gonna get kind of timed
Yeah,
out.
they're just gonna get pushed out.
Yeah, but so we're in that kind of, I think, approaching that bottleneck here, but always interesting to see when that happens in the division.
Mhm. How would you feel about Justin Gaethje retiring?
Like now,
Yeah,
I mean, I would like to now that he's a champ, I want to see him defend it.
yeah.
Whether he wins or loses.
Hmm.
If he lost the last fight, I would
Well,
feel
yeah, I
okay.
guess they were just talking about that. I didn't really know. It was just like a thing out in the kind of up in the ether.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh, I guess that could have been like, I mean, you couldn't really get a better send off than that, like winning the White House card and then retiring there.
That's true. Yeah.
And I guess because that's why Joe Rogan asked him if he's gonna retire. It was because it was like kind of a thought, but
Yeah.
then yeah, he just said he's not gonna make a decision.
Yeah. That's
So
interesting. But yeah, I want to see him fight.
yeah, I mean, I think we talked about it last time, but yeah, I think we both said Armin would probably win,
Yeah, I would bet my money on Arman. Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, and then I would like to see Armin fight Ilya or Patty. I think that'd be cool either way.
Hmm.
So funny, like all the stuff that Patty says, I just think is super funny. Like he just calls Ilya that chorizo. He just calls him a sausage,
Sausage.
and then he calls Armin that posh boy.
Sausage is such a funny insult.
Yeah, your sausage.
Yes, sausage is so like clumsy or so like dopey sounding. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
well, just like the
sausage.
way that Scouser accent. I was telling I was telling the guy that it was like it's like a permanent congestion in your
Mm,
nose. Like so I was
mm.
like
Yeah, it is a really funny
I
accent.
told you. I told her.
There-
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of like,
that
I
sound.
told them. Yeah, it's a super interesting. For MMA gurus, Scouser accent is so funny. All of his
I
impressions
don't
are
know if
pretty
I've ever
funny.
heard it.
Uh,
He does not do a good Max impression though.
yeah, decidedly does not.
Right, he made a video like pretty quick after, and he was just fucking pissed.
I
So
watched that one.
yeah, it's pretty funny, bro. Guarantee, I think he just like turned it on. He's just like fuck this, and he's just like went off.
Yep. Yeah, the reactions have been pretty nuts. Sugar Sean's one was just like he was flipping out. Yeah,
Like in a fuck you way, or just like how?
just like fuck
Oh,
that kind of
okay.
vibe.
Yeah. Bro, his Twitter is pretty crazy. I went to Connor's Twitter and bro, there's just like people just like, fuck you, you cost millions of people all this money, you piece of shit. It's like, bro, that's not his fault that you guys put money on him. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I just think that's a fucking such a dumb thing that people do.
yeah,
Like they blame the people for them losing money. Like, I get it, but it's just like it's a really dumb way to look at it.
agreed. Yeah, haven't seen any of that, but I'm sure it's there.
You go to his Twitter, bro. It's fucking crazy. People are just saying wild shit. But um yeah, the Corey Sanhagen Mario Bautista fight was I guess it was it was like high level.
Who'd you have for that
The
one, and who did you want to win for that one?
Corey for both. I mean, I thought it was I thought they were pretty even, but I thought Corey would be able to do it. Um and I just like him. I always feel bad that he's just like stuck right there
Yeah,
and he just can't.
he's like the
But I feel like
yeah,
he could.
yeah,
Like he has the potential.
he's like the ultimate gatekeeper
Yeah, at
at
bantamweight.
bantamweight. It's like just
Yeah.
didn't
He's
do it,
right outside.
but if you beat him, you're fucking the man.
Yeah.
Like,
And I don't know why. Like Mario Bautista, he's just one of those guys that like I'm just like not that big a fan of.
yeah,
Even though it's like he's obviously very good.
yeah,
I just like I'm never like super excited, like, oh yeah, I get to see him again.
hmm
And then yeah, the Brandon Royval Lonnie Kavanaugh fight, I was excited. I was kind of hoping Lonnie Kavanaugh was gonna win. I just think I don't know, he's more of like the newer crop kind of thing.
yeah,
And
totally. And then
I
and
thought he would do well.
yeah, I like him too.
I
I
mean,
haven't.
that was an exciting fight. It was very good. And then yeah, he just got subbed at the end, but that was a fun fight, I thought.
Yeah, that was the best fight on the card, to me.
I think they won fight
Yeah,
of the
it
night.
was fight of the night. Yeah, yeah. Lonnie is super fun, style. It just looked like he couldn't get off against Brandon Royval because of his like distance and stuff, his distance
Yeah, yeah.
management and like
I mean,
craftiness, his movement. He was just
he's pretty big
fast.
for he's like 5'7",
They
huh?
look like different weight classes.
Yeah.
Um,
Like speaking of different weight classes, how about Robert Whitaker, my boy,
yeah,
Robert Whitaker,
but
bro.
we'll get
When
there.
they got into that fight, I was like, Jesus fucking Krylov is so much bigger.
fucking huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the real quick for the Royval fight, bruh, just because it was the best fight on the card, like,
Yeah.
bruh, that was such a sick fight. And yeah, it kept like, I like Royval, but I was kind of hoping for Lonnie to uh do a lot of damage in that, or see what would happen if he did do a lot of damage in that fight. And like, yeah,
Hmm.
he just couldn't. He seemed like he was always kind of not in the right place.
Yeah.
And
Just
then
like a little bit behind,
yeah, and Royval was like,
like a
bruh,
step behind
his
every.
movement is like so sick, and his jab was fucking. He was just sticking his jab in his face the whole time, but fucking Lonnie caught him in the second though.
Yeah.
I thought it was almost over, but then though, uh, Brandon Royval is probably one of the top like dogs in the UFC in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like
For
he's
sure.
gotten hurt in fights where it looks like it's fucking dunzos, and then
Yeah.
ends up winning
He'll
the
bounce
fight.
back.
Yep. But then so he gets hurt, and then Lonnie fucking pours it on, and then after like 25 seconds or so, I was looking at Brandon Royval's face. I was like, no, he's fucking back. He's like still there.
Yeah. He's back.
But then though, Royval was Lonnie was fucking emptying the tank though. And when he was doing that, I was like, fuck, you're gonna burn yourself out. You're gonna burn yourself out.
Yeah.
But he still looked pretty
My
good after.
gas.
Like directly after that, after those exchanges, the shots that he threw, I was like, oh fuck. There's like no steam on those shots. But then he like recovered well after, and obviously hurt him again in the third a little bit. But yeah, that was back and forth, super sick action until the finish.
Yeah.
Killer fight.
It's just crazy with the flyweights because it's like, yeah, there's so much activity. Like
Yeah.
they're not just ever standing there. Like they're fucking like running around the ring the whole time.
Yeah. Yep. Bro, my favorite was
It's
Mighty
crazy.
Mouse with that shit, bro. Just constant
I
movement.
don't know where the fuck he is.
Yeah. Okay.
Like he'll punch you from this side and then like like slide over from the other side.
Yeah. Craziness, Matrix shit. Other than that fight, that was probably my favorite fight on the card. This would be my second favorite fight, the King Green and Terrence McKinney fight. That was
Yeah, that
wild,
was a
bro.
wild one too. And I thought Terrence McKinney was gonna win, like
Totally.
before the
Oh,
fight,
oh, got you. Yeah.
not during the fight. Even obviously during the fight, that's what it looked like. And then yeah, fucking coming back at the very end and finishing him with 1 second left is insane.
That was crazy, bro. Terrence was fucking busting him up,
Yeah,
bro.
he was fucking him up.
But fucking Green is a dog too. I remember fucking probably midway through the first round, Terrence started catching with a mean liver shot, what looked like a
Mhm.
gnarly liver shot, and you see King Green just kind of like, ugh. But fucking stuck it out, and then after like couple ground exchanges, they stand back up, and Terrence is up against the cage, and the roles
Yeah.
are
Did he get
completely
him with like the
reversed.
front kicks?
There were front kicks. I don't remember much. Or I don't remember. From Terrence, you mean?
No, no, from
From
King
King?
Green. I thought he
Probably.
was getting like after they stood up towards the end, like the last like 30
Uh, uh,
seconds.
uh, uh.
I thought he got him with a few body shots, like
Mm,
kicks.
probably. Yeah.
But I don't fully remember. But I remember watching it and just being like, wait, what even happened? And then
Yeah.
even when I watched the replay, I was like, what did happen? Because it looks like he dropped him with like body shots.
Yeah, definitely. Even the last kind of shot that crumpled McKinney to the mat, it was that body shot that looked like it kind of grazed off the elbow,
Yeah.
but it caught him in the body. You could see like, and that kind of shot, it would just be like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That must suck so bad, bro.
Yeah,
You're all
just all the
tired.
wind.
Yeah, while you're fucking exhausted, you just poured out all your energy.
That's crazy because like does Terrence McKinney does he kind of have an issue with conditioning because he's like in good shape,
Yeah,
but I feel like I've seen that happen to him before where like he comes out really strong and then he just fades. But I don't know.
yeah. Seems
I'm
like
not
a
sure. I don't. Yeah,
what do they call it? A front runner when
is that
you
what it's
when
called?
you're like when you're stepping on the gas and you're the hammer, like you're the fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
But then like maybe not so much when you're not the hammer. I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
what it's called. Bruh, it's crazy though.
All
Es-
offense and like no defense.
Yeah, especially after watching this fight. Like, bruh, McKinney's one of the fastest lightweights I've ever seen, bruh. His
Yeah, he's
hands are
crazy. He's
so
so
goddamn
good.
fast, bruh. Yeah.
And then yeah, I guess there's all the drama with them. They're like friends,
Oh,
and
right. Yeah.
he said they're like he's not gonna take the fight, and then he did take the fight, and so I don't know.
Yeah. I guess King was saying that he called, um, Terrence was calling him and was like, "Hey, they're offering me the fight." And he's like, "Oh, okay, you want to fucking take the fight? Let's fucking fight."
Yeah, all right then, whatever. But yeah,
So, yeah.
that was crazy. I was not expecting that at all. It just looked like okay, yeah, King Green is done, and then nope.
Nope. Indeed.
Yeah, pretty sick for him.
Indeed. Yeah.
And then
Crafty
yeah,
veteran.
fucking yeah, the Robert Whitaker fight, I was stoked about. I tend to agree with what Joe Rogan was saying. Like he should probably dial in the weight a little bit. Like he just looks like an out of shape middleweight,
Yeah.
but he was faster and he got him, so it was pretty mean.
Yeah. One thing that
He
kept
just
popping
looked
up,
like a thickie, bro.
he sure did. Yeah, he was pretty thick, man.
He was caked up,
At
bro.
205, caked up. One thing that was popping out to me was that obviously he was stinging Krylov a lot, but it's like, bruh, like I feel like those shots would have put out a lot of 185ers, you know,
Hmm.
if he was connecting the way that he was connecting against Krylov. I think the 85ers, he had a lot more power down there. It's kind of
Mm.
concerning for me to see him landing those kind of shots and motherfuckers just eating them.
Yeah, I
Makes
mean, you
yeah
don't think it's just the fact that he's bigger and like it's not a matter of like Robert Whitaker being having less power. It's that
yeah
the power differential is a bigger gap because they're bigger. Is that what you're saying?
yeah that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the size
Okay, okay.
difference.
I thought
Yeah,
you were saying it seems like he had more power at middleweight, but what you mean is more power like relative to the weight.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just kind of concerning because it's like, I mean, what's Krylov ranked? Like, I don't think even in the top, maybe in the top 10. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But thinking about just the monsters at light heavy, it's like, ooh, that could be not so good. And he's like pretty far in his career. It's like,
Yeah.
um, I, I
And he said like this is my home. And yeah, we were talking about it before, where like he's not even like a big middleweight.
yeah. And it sucks too because it is the weight class that has the longest distance to the next weight class, weight
Yeah.
wise, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
It's
the
like,
biggest gap.
yeah, it's not like there's a 195 where it's just like,
Hmm.
oh, I'm just gonna like not diet as much and then be able to compete with guys 10 pounds up a division. It's like, no,
Yeah.
like 20
20 pounds.
pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. But fuck, I mean, I think he gets a lot of the mid tier guy. I think he gives a lot of the top fifth, maybe like the
I
13, 14,
think it'll
15 rank
probably be
guys.
kind of like Kelvin Gastelum at middleweight, where like he'll do really well outside of like the top 10.
Mm, yeah.
But once he fights the top guys, it's like, nah, bro.
Yeah. I
Even though,
hope.
I mean, he did beat like Bisbing, but
Yeah. Wait.
I
Oh.
wouldn't,
Yeah.
yeah. He
Yeah.
beat Bisping after he was the champ.
Mm-hmm. Crazy. I just hope he
Got him
doesn't
with
have
that
like a BJ Penn
one,
type
two.
ending to his career.
Yeah. And did you follow Gable Steveson at all?
Um, Saw the fight. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. Or like, did you know who he was and all that stuff?
Oh yeah. From like Joe Rogan and stuff.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like,
Yeah.
did you know who he was before this and was wondering? And because that's
Yeah.
yeah, I just knew he was like a really good wrestler and that he went to the Olympics.
Yeah. That was one of the interesting uh points of the card. Was like, okay, let's see. And it's like, I mean, we've never heard of the guy Elisha Ellison, so it was like obviously a showcase fight, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It
turned
did
out,
seem like they were just picking someone for him to demolish, and I mean, he didn't demolish. He beat him, but it was like whoa, like
yeah,
anything can happen here.
yeah. The fight itself was pretty fun. It was cool to see the other guy put up a fight, you know, for a bit, and like,
Yeah, he didn't just get like steamrolled.
yeah, and it's cool to see because like for a prospect to be coming in with this much hype, um, it's like think about the Bull Nickel fight where he fought. Was it that guy Val something? And he just fucking
Yeah.
steamrolled him. It's like,
Yeah.
well, no questions were answered there, kind of.
Mhm.
This one was like, well, at least some questions were answered because like
Yeah.
he ate a head kick, yeah. He ate a head
Yeah.
kick, and the other guy was putting up a fight. I mean, it was mostly one-way traffic, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but it wasn't just a complete like
blowout.
domination.
Yeah,
It was like he got caught a couple times and there was some adversity and
yeah.
that kind of thing.
Bro, his
And there
movement.
was like a lot more like striking, I think, than people anticipated. They figured probably he would just take him down, but
Yeah, yeah. His movement looks super fluid. Um, be fun to
yeah.
see him
Well, it's
against
not Sue
other
because like
guys.
he's a heavyweight, but he's not like, he's not like in super like tight shape. Like he's still like kind of big
Yeah,
and like bulky,
yeah,
but everyone's like talking about how like athletic he is, and like that's pretty cool, I think.
yeah,
Is that he's not this like chiseled dude
yeah.
and he still can move like that. And I don't know, just I guess just imagine if he were to get like in really good shape
Hmm.
because he's not like that tall.
What's he like?
I don't
5'11",
think.
maybe 6 feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he's like 6 feet, but for like a heavyweight, that's not that big.
Hmm.
Because he trains with John Jones, and then when I was watching the footage of them, I was like, holy shit, John is
What
huge.
is Jones like? 6'9"?
6'4".
Oh, okay. Yep. Be interesting to see who his next opponent
6'1".
is. 6'1".
Gable Steveson.
I wonder who he gets next. It's like, do they give him another like kind of intro, uh, get used to the octagon type fight, or do they like
Yeah.
immediately take it up to level two?
Yeah. I mean, he said he wants to fight like top guys
Big
already,
guys. Yeah,
but also like, oh, but I mean, it's heavyweight, so you never know.
yeah. I think there's a good chance with a guy like this that we see him before the end of the year again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got like what, like 10, what, like 9 more numbered events in the year, maybe.
Are there?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Damn.
I'm terrible with like cards and
Yeah, I'd
remembering
have to
which
look it
fight was
up.
on what card.
But
Well, this was a interesting one. Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Yanez. That
yep.
was. What did you think about that one?
I like both of them. I always want Cody to win.
Yeah.
I just always want him to win. But I like Adrian a lot, and I figured he would get him with his boxing. I think his boxing is super slick.
Me too.
I like it. Um, so I thought that was gonna happen, but I always like hope that Cody wins.
Yeah. Yeah. My time rooting for Cody has, well, maybe not rooting for Cody, but like my faith in Cody has dwindled.
You've been hurt too many times.
Yeah. But I like Yanez though. Since I first saw him fight, I forget which fight it was, but man, yeah, I love his style. I love that boxing heavy style, and he also reminds me of Topuria a lot. His
Yeah,
fight
it's
style,
really slick
slick
boxing.
boxing. Yeah, yeah, and kind of played out like we both thought it would. I think.
Yeah, I mean Cody came out kind of hard, like he came out aggressive.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah, even Yanez said like I figured he would come out like strong, but I didn't think he was gonna come out like that crazy.
Hmm.
But
Yeah. I
yeah.
think he's I think Cody's in contention for one of the chinniest fighters in the UFC right now. He might be number one.
Yeah. And
Uh,
it's crazy because they were talking about like during the fight, they were talking about how over time he's like taking damage better.
oh yeah,
And I was like, does he? I
yeah.
feel like he gets knocked out every
I
time.
know it sucks. Um, it was
Is he
one.
taking damage better?
I
I
know it was
don't
one
know.
one of the exchanges before the finish where they kind of were like, seemed like I forget if they were like tied up, but they were in really close quarters and exchanging, and then Giannis caught him with a nice shot like right on the chin, and you just see that fucking stunned look on Cody's face. He's just kind of like,
Yeah,
oh,
he like stumbles a bit. Like he like takes a few steps and it's like,
yeah.
oh
I know. As soon as Giannis landed that shot, I was like, it's basically over. Like, there's only going to be more of that.
yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
So,
so yeah, that was that one. Luke Riley, Kai Kamaka. Oh,
Yep, you gotta root
S-
for Kamox,
gotta root
bro.
for the
But
Hawaiian, but this guy
yeah,
Riley is a motherfucking beast.
yeah. I just kept laughing because I think he looks like Dexter from the show. Like if Dexter was a fighter.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's nuts that he's like Patty's teammate and he has that same Scouser accent.
yeah, right. He was. They look like they could have been in two different weight classes. Seemed like Luke Riley's pretty a
Yeah,
lot bigger than
right.
Kai
He's
Kamako.
yeah, and like I guess Patty was saying he's been Thai boxing since he was like a little kid, and I guess at one point he was considered like the best Muay Thai guy in England.
Whoa. Well, that makes
So it's
sense.
pretty nuts.
That makes sense because from the beginning of the fight, like I was noticing that Kai, because I never really watched Kai Kamako fight. Like I've seen his fights, but I never paid attention really.
Well,
But
he's always on like the prelims and stuff,
yeah.
and he was in the UFC before, and then he got cut, I think,
Oh,
and then
okay.
he came back. So this fight was like part of his kind of second run, if you will.
Yeah.
Um, I think he's fought maybe like three times
On
recently,
this
or
second
like
run, okay.
yeah, I think something like that.
Yeah, but bruh, from the time the fight started, bruh, he looked slick. Like he was slipping shots and stuff, and the way that he was throwing shots back was like, whoa, like his boxing is really good. And then he was lighting up Luke Riley's leg too. I was like, oh, that could be danger. And then, oh shit, I just noticed that Luke Riley is 14-0. Well then,
Yeah, yeah,
but and then fucking, I think like it seemed like it took Luke Riley maybe a little bit to kind of find his timing or get a little more comfortable, and then he started kind of landing a little more. And that last shot, or the shot that
yeah.
started the
The shot
sequence,
that drops
the
him
right
is
hand, yeah,
fucking heavy,
heavy.
bro.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
Yeah.
It's like that's the kind you see, and you're just like, ugh.
What do you think of the stoppage? Because I know people were talking
I
about.
think it was early. I
Okay.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how people would say that, but it looked really bad for Kai Kamako.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a hard one, but yeah, I think it could have gone a little longer. I think a lot of times when the person doesn't fall, people just don't like it.
Right. He was stumbling
Um,
though along
yeah,
the
yeah,
cage.
and
He
then
was
he
kind of like,
does like when he stops it, he does catch him again. But like, there's a lot of the punches, and he's throwing knees and stuff like that. Like, they're not like fully hitting him flush; they're just like hitting his body and stuff like that.
yeah,
And I like Kai is still like moving around,
mm,
so
yeah.
that's why I was like, I felt a little premature.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, he probably would have just gotten hit like three more times.
I'd have to give it another watch because I think I've watched like it actually happened and maybe like the once or twice in the replay. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean the or actually I think John Anik disagreed with Joe Rogan in DC, saying that he thinks the stoppage was
Oh
good.
yeah, I think he did say that.
I think,
Yeah.
but yeah, Joe and DC were saying that they felt like it was early,
Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, when they were saying
and
that, I was like, I don't know. He was pretty fucking buzzed, bro, for those shots. But what do
yeah,
I
but I think
know?
it's more so because he's still moving. He wasn't just getting like drilled. Like he was like moving around still. It's like intelligently defending himself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
You kind of touched on it already. Like, I think like one of the big things that I base that whole thing on regarding bad finishes or whatever, bad stoppages is how the fighter looks directly after the fight is called. Like, if it's anything but like stand up and like what the fuck,
hmm
I'm always kind of like, oh yeah. Maybe if it's like he's like kind of hunched over or something, and then like they stop the fight and then kind of pop up and like, oh, but da da da. Like then I'm still kind of like, oh, I could have let it go longer. But if it's kind of like, it's like, oh, and then the fight is stopped, and then he's kind of like, oh, like I'm like, fuck that. I don't have a problem with the stoppage, but that's just me.
yeah. I mean, I guess it depends because yeah, like how much they protest and how they look right after.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch that are just it's really hard
yeah.
to tell.
One of the
It's like you're never gonna nail that perfectly. Like all the refs get shit sometimes.
yeah, it's one of the big gray areas of MMA. Yeah, combat
Yeah,
sports. The stoppages, the early stoppage,
yeah.
and
I
all
mean,
the arguments in between. This
yeah,
Wang Kong. or Wan Tong apparently.
Yeah,
So I hear you
Tong
must
with a
have.
C.
Yeah.
I remember being like, "What? Are they just making shit up?"
Versus Tracy Cortez. Yeah, as a certified Tracy Cortez hater, it's a pretty fun fight to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I'm like whatever
Yeah,
about
whatever.
Tracy
Yeah.
Cortez. Um, I guess yeah, she's hot for a fighter, but I don't really care.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And fucking and Wang Kong is pretty damn good. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, did you hear what they were saying? Is that she before Valentina got into the UFC, like she has a loss to her in kickboxing
whoa. Okay.
before the UFC. So it's kind of nuts.
Wow. That's why her striking's so fucking good then. Super snappy, super fast, a lot of feints and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, she just had Tracy like confused on the feet the whole time.
Yeah, she just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Did you see ever see the when Brian Ortega was on Dominic Cruz's podcast?
When he
There's like
asked
a
him
clip of he's just like talking about Tracy,
I've seen it, but I
and
forget what they say.
I mean he's basically just saying like his family and
Oh
specifically
yeah,
his
yeah.
mom was just like, bro, that girl's like trouble.
Yeah, that's right.
And he goes into like some stories about yeah, like having to deal with her bullshit during camp and stuff like that. It's just like fucking ruining his life before he has these like huge fights with like Volkanovski or Max or whatever it is. Like,
Oh my god, that
yeah,
sounds like a nightmare. It's like, bro, you're a fighter. Like you should know this shit. Nope.
not if you're a crazy bitch. I don't know. I don't know if she is.
Hey, I'll give that one an amen. Hey, this thing took a shit. No. All right. Well, yeah, that was that. I think that's all the fights I actually watched in whole. What'd you think of? Oh, what? It was this one. The I guess Damien Pinas.
Oh yeah,
I only saw that
that punch
finish.
was he fucking got
That
him.
was gnarly.
Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah, that one was pretty nuts. He was losing like the whole fight basically.
Who the guy that won?
Yeah,
Oh wow,
I thought.
I didn't see the fight. I just saw that knockout.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I thought, like he was, the other guy was just kind of tagging him and stuff, but nothing like super crazy. But like I would say he was losing. He was behind, and then yeah, he just caught him like out of nowhere.
Crazy. That shot was so
Um,
heavy.
and then yeah, the Bashrat fight is good. I think he's really good. Fareed Bashrat, he's undefeated.
Hmm.
Um, and I think the his opponent was like a um was a short notice thing. He was supposed to fight somebody else, and then the guy came in who looks like super young, but he beat him by decision. Um, yeah, the other ones were fine. Like people I don't really know, but both
Yeah.
finishes. Like the first two fights were finishes, so that was
Nice.
cool.
Nice. Um.
But yeah, it's very solid card. Super good card until the main event, which is a bummer. But
Yeah. There's that.
the next card, I didn't even know this is official, but it's Makachev versus Ian Machado Gary.
Let's see this.
It's the next numbered event.
3:30. Makachev versus Machado Gary.
I didn't know that was official.
Damn. Yeah, that's a fun one. Any thoughts on that?
I'd probably take Makachev. I feel like he'll just wrestle him. I just feel like no one can deal with his pressure. But if Ian can keep him standing, and I think, he could piece him up. He's got a lot of range on him, I would think. He looks like significantly bigger.
Yeah. I'm same. Yeah, I would give it to. I would probably my early pick would be Makachev, but I don't know with these trippy situations. You never know, bruh. New up,
Yep.
well, not up and coming anymore. He's in there. Machado Gary. He's
Yeah, I
fucking
think he's
really good.
beyond prospect.
Yeah,
He's
doing
he's
work.
contender.
Fucking 17-1. He's big, bro. He's a big welterweight. Great
Yeah.
striking. Apparently, he has a great ground game too. But against Makhachev, like, how does the guy up a weight class do though? That could be a factor too. Like, we haven't seen. Well, we saw Islam actually manhandle Jack Della Maddalena.
Yeah, but Jack isn't like a huge welterweight either.
Yeah, yeah. He's actually kind of the same size as Max
Yeah, like 5'11", like 6 feet.
in there in that picture that you took by the Kamehameha statue. I don't know if you saw that one.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like,
I
bro,
don't think I saw that, but
okay. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting one. We got Mackenzie Dern versus Jillian Robertson.
oh, interesting. I just figured it would be Zhang Wei Li.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, maybe she's off doing something or. But I am definitely rooting for Robertson on this one, and I think
Yeah,
she
you
has
don't
a good
really like
chance too.
Mackenzie, yeah?
I'm a Mackenzie hater as well.
Oh. I like Mackenzie.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I know. Were you saying is a lot of it just because of like the weight misses before,
I mean that
and you think
has.
she just gets special treatment because she's hot?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I just yeah.
I mean, there was that one fight at fucking strawweight, and she was like 123 or something. Like,
At a 115 fight, yeah.
yeah, yeah. She's basically like the next weight class up,
Yeah, I don't know. I've kind
and
of
she won that fight. But it's like you fucking better win,
8 pounds
big
over.
bitch. She looked thick, bro. It was crazy, and that's why it was mean. She got pregnant later, and then she got in like super good shape. But bro, there's a one fight, bro. She's
I
big.
think I know which one you're talking about. I think some of it stems from the whole accent thing. Did you see that?
Oh, like sometimes she speaks with like a Brazilian accent.
Well, now she always speaks with a Brazilian accent, but there's a video of showing her her evolution or whatever, and like it was like from like I think the early 2000 aughts, and
Yeah, because she doesn't really have an accent.
no, bruh,
She grew up in
she's
America.
from Arizona, and
Yeah.
they showed videos of her talking at some camp or something, and then bruh, she's speaking perfect English, perfect white girl
Yeah.
English, and then like they show like a couple years later, and then more and more she just start talking like this, you know, and it's just like
Oh, interesting.
what are you doing? Like why
That's
are you
weird. It's
doing that?
like just speak Portuguese like that and just speak English regular.
Yeah, I don't know. So that kind of maybe put a weird taste in my mouth. And
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. Just don't really care for her style. And yeah, and the whole like, oh, she's so hot, and like you can just see these girls like eating it up, and it's like, ah, aren't you a fighter? Like you're not a model. Like I mean, what do you? But I just like I'm a like the way I think about it is like we're fight fans, and like as a
Yeah.
fight fan, I just care about the fights. I care about like the personalities and the storylines and stuff, but it's like what are you doing in the cage though? Like,
Hmm.
and then you see certain performances like the Tracy Cortez performance, and like she just gets kind of smoked, and it's like,
Hmm.
hey, online I see you putting so much energy into like I don't know having whatever beautiful makeup and
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Being like a IG model kind of.
Yeah, and it's like whatever. But yeah, I guess I'm just kind of a hater with that kind of thing.
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, the main thing I think Mackenzie is like I like is that her jujitsu is really good.
yeah.
So I like seeing her like I don't know who it's against, but she has this one sub that's like super sick. Like the way she set it up and the way she did it was just it seemed like really high level. Like you don't see a lot of people do that.
Hmm.
Um but yeah, it wasn't like the most recent fight, but
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'd like to
um
see more jujitsu from her, and it's cool because Jillian Robertson is a good ground game player too.
mm,
So that should be fun. Then we got Erin Blanchfield versus Jazaduvidius.
Jazz Divisius, Jasmine
Jazaduvizius.
Jazzy, Jazz Divisius.
Hey, 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 J. Oh, Brad, that's actually kind of a fun one. Blanchfield is kind of a beast down there at flyweight, and so is
Yeah.
Jasmine.
Yeah, she seems. I always feel like she seems like a little bit small.
Who?
Like she should be a straw weight.
Which one?
Aaron Blanchfield.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a bit
Yeah,
like short and like she has a little extra on her.
yeah,
Like you
and
think
like
like she could
I don't
maybe
know,
cut
like
that
how
weight.
Rose is fighting at flyweight. It's just like no, you're like small. Like you
Yeah.
should fight it. But I don't know. She feels better, but she's not killing it.
Yeah. We got the prelims. Jalen Turner versus Kawe Fernandez. Is that Hawaiian?
Who?
Kawe Fernandez.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I never heard his name. Let me see if he's Hawaiian. So you can decide whether or not to root for him. No.
We can decide.
No, he's from. Looks like he's the lumberjack. Where's his birthplace? Oh, it says Nova União, so I don't know if that's Brazil or I don't know if he's just training in Brazil, and he's from Hawaii, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think it's Hawaiian because
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
that the E with the little symbol over it. That's not
yeah. Brazilian.
Hawaiian.
Yeah, look, it's got the Brazilian flag from Brazil.
Yeah. From Brazil.
Brazil.
Neil Magny versus Ramiz Brahimai.
Where you see
That's
that
cool.
early prelims?
That's on the main card. It's the featured bout. Oh, Edson Barboza is fighting Esteban Ribovics. That's pretty cool. Vicente Luque versus Trayshawn Gore. Oh, at middleweight too. Interesting.
Yeah, trippy. Right on.
Well,
Let's
that'd be
see.
cool if I mean, to me, it'd be cool if Mackenzie defends her title. I just figured she would fight Zhang Weili next and lose.
Yeah, I just want to see Wiley come back and win that belt back.
Yeah, it's one of those championship with like an asterisk kind of things. It's like, I mean, you are the champ, but
Yeah.
she's right there.
Yep. I know. Yeah, that's always a funny one when the champ vacates the belt, and then the two fighters that are fighting for that vacant belt, I like never feel like that's the champ.
Yeah, it's like it might as well be an interim belt, but it is technically the real belt.
Yeah.
But it's just like we all know like what's really going on here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically how people treated Daniel Cormier when he became champ, because
Yeah.
everyone was just like, yeah, but John Jones though.
Yeah, that's one of the worst cases of that.
Because he was the legit champion for like years and beating people. He was the man. But everyone was like, yeah, you're good, but
Yeah. Eh, well,
we all know John Jones is better.
yeah. And then he came
But I
back and
definitely
then beat him.
flipped on DC. I used to hate on him
Oh, really?
before. Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked him since
But
Strikeforce when he was dumping heavyweights on their heads.
yeah. Yeah, he grew on me after. I was like, you really gotta give it to him, bro. He's a monster.
He is a monster. That's my brother's favorite fighter.
I know. I was just gonna say, and
Right? He like fucking hates John Jones, my brother. So yeah, I
I
get it.
don't. But yeah, it was hard with that little flip where it was like John Jones, John Jones, John Jones, and DC sucks, and then all that shit started happening, and people were like, "Ew, what's up with this John Jones guy?"
For real. Yeah, this is what we got. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. Some good stuff out there. Some good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, you get stuff you gotta do.
Yeah, I gotta meet up with these guys.
We're right at 9:44, so that actually came in pretty on time, bro.
Yeah, that was perfect. Um, episode number 2. This is
In the
episode number
books.
2. Yeah, so we're planning on doing this a lot more often. Definitely before the numbered events, and probably something like this directly after the live events to break down. So we
Yeah.
will have more
Maybe some
regular
in
episodes.
betweens
Yeah, yep. Just like
if interesting stuff happens or whatever.
yeah, or if we just have interesting things that we are interested in that we want to say. So if anybody's watching, if anybody watched till now, uh, hit us with the like, hit us up with the subscribe,
Yeah.
and maybe we shall see you in the future.
Yeah. And made some comments. We don't know what we're doing, so
Yeah,
tell us what you like, what you don't like, what do you think is interesting, and maybe we can brainstorm because we're just recording stuff because we're friends and we like to talk to each other about this shit. So
yeah,
these are the conversations we have on the phone or in person, and we just thought maybe we should record it. So we're very open to suggestions or constructive criticisms.
yeah, yeah. We're just two MMA fans who like to talk about it. On that
Not
note,
experts. Yeah, not experts, hence the title of the podcast.
yeah, Whitebelt
Yeah. All
Podcast.
right.
Right
Cheers,
on.
bro.
Shoots,
I'll
guys.
see you next
Shoots,
time.
Ian. Right on,
Thank you.
brother.